Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. This is a short check-in. This is not a full episode. I wanted to pop in and let you know that right now the podcast content is temporarily on pause. I am turning my attention right now to listening, learning, consuming the work of Black creators, writers, and activists, and hopefully amplifying their work and inviting my community, especially the white women in the Art of Speaking Up community, to join me in consuming some of these resources and learning about the historical and cultural context behind everything that is happening right now. So I'm going to be sharing those resources with you in case you want to join in. I will also link them below in the show notes. And before I get into that, to any Black women who are listening now, who have listened to the show, I want to be so clear to you that number one, Black lives matter. And number two, you matter to me. And I stand with you. And I certainly don't do that perfectly. I do that very, very imperfectly. But I want you to know that your experience of this show matters to me and your career success matters to me. And it's certainly not your job to help me make the show effective for you. But I want you to know that in addition to me figuring out how I can serve you better through this show, I want you to know that my heart is open to your feedback. And if there is anything that you want to share, I will listen with an open mind and an open heart. I will put my contact information below in case you want to reach out to me. And with that, I wanted to share a short list of some of the resources, books, podcasts, all hosted or created by Black activists, writers, creators that I have listened to or am planning to consume. And I hope the podcast community will join me in listening, learning, and reading. All right, here we go. The first one is called The Trill MBA Show by Felicia and Rose Enuha. I strongly suggest listening to the episode titled Corporate America Hates Black Women. And she also just posted a new one, which I'll be listening to, called Silence is Not an Option. The next podcast that I recommend is called Code Switch, hosted by Demby and Shereen Marisol Meraji. And I highly recommend listening to the episode titled A Decade of Watching Black People Die. Another podcast I'll be listening to is called Therapy for Black Girls by Harden Bradford. And I'll be listening to the episode titled The Impact of Racial Trauma. I also wanted to highlight two books that I'm about to dig into. The first one is called How to Be Anti-Racist by Ibram Kendi. And the second book is called What If I Say the Wrong Thing by Vernã Myers. And actually, Vernã Myers, I found out about her because she was interviewed by Petal Modeste, who I had on my show. She was interviewed on Petal Modeste's show, which is called Parenting for the Future. And the title of Petal Modeste's interview with Vernã Myers is called Overcoming Racial Bias, a Conversation with Vernã Myers. I hope you'll join me in consuming these resources. I'm signing off and saying goodbye for now, but I will be back soon when the time is right. But for now, I just want to turn down the volume on my show to listen, learn, and amplify the voices that need to be heard right now. Thank you so much for listening to this, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.